massive. A bit of news update. Yesterday was Sony's TGS conference. TGS has not started yet. It's basically the Japanese version of E3. Sony have a conference. A few others have like streams and bits and stuff. So they had their thing. I'm gonna go through some of the highlights and that of the conference. Some of to me, big standout. So going through it. Monster Hunter got a date finally. It's coming out January 26th worldwide. There's also going to be a special edition PlayStation 4 Pro, which comes out in December. So like a month earlier, could make a Christmas present. Don't know if that's coming to the West, the Pro, or if it's Japan only. So that's pretty cool. Then Final Fantasy 9 is out now. It's out now. It's the Steam version. So basically like Final Fantasy 7. But it's going to obviously have trophies. It's going to have sort of cheat codes. Unlike 7, it's got some extra cheat codes as well, which disable trophies, and some that don't disable trophies. The ones that don't are like speed up the game so the character moves quicker and like avoid battles and stuff. But the ones that do give you like makes your character like level 99 right away. So you got that. Zone of the Enders is coming back, and we're having another remastered. Came to PS3. I don't know if it came to Xbox 360 or not. It's coming to PS4. It's gonna have Pro support. It says 4K in the trailer. Don't know if that's native 4K or like 1440p or something. And it's also gonna have VR support. That sounds kind of cool. And obviously gonna be able to in the mech, and like move around and obviously view what's going on, so that sounds cool. On remasters, and that Dragon Crown Pro is coming to PS4. It looks like it's going to have cross save between the PS3 and the Vita, so if you're playing on the PS3 and Vita, or if you played it, you look like you can reload your save. And with a name like Pro, it is going to be compatible obviously with the PlayStation 4 Pro, but it will native 4K, that will be confirmed. That wasn't the only Vanillaware game there. 13 Sentinels, the new one that's coming, that had a new trailer, but nothing else for that. A few other things had trailers, like Dragon Warriors 9 had a trailer. It's getting a special edition console. Noctis is going to be the Final Fantasy 15 character in the City of Final Fantasy, and they showed a battle between Cloud and Sephiroth. Shadow of the Colossus was shown again. 2 Earth Defense Force games were shown. Number 5, which looks like the regular sort of like not very great graphical game, but like quite fun looking game. And then they also showed Iron Rain, which is like a beautiful new engined one from like Sega, so that's good. So Mobile Suit Gundam, a trailer of Detroit. Gungrave is coming back. That was the PS2 shooter. That's coming back for VR. Some other weird VR experiences that won't come here, like there's a train game, some Japanese orchestra things like apps, so you can watch the orchestra, and you can let in the crowd for like Gravity Rush or Gravity Days in Japan. So quite a few, not any huge announcements. Like to me, Final Fantasy 9 is a big one. It's out now. A date for Monster Hunter is huge for most people, and then seeing like updates of games like 13 Sentinels is great. But there was one big thing that was in the middle. To me, this was the biggest thing, and it's basically come out of nowhere. We're going to get more details at TGS, and this is from Square Enix. They have announced a game called, or they didn't announce it, was just a teaser for a game called Left Alive. This is, well, Square Enix has basically gone and assembled an all-star team. I don't know the actual team working on it, but they got guys working as executive producer, for instance, Hashimoto. He is the guy that's in charge of Final Fantasy brand at the moment, and so he's the guy that's in charge of the whole Final Fantasy. He's going to be executive producer on Left Alive. Then you got Nabishima, I want to pronounce it as that. He's going to be director, and he was part of From Software, especially the Armored Core series, but he did write the script and the story in that of Dark Souls 2. But yeah, so he with like mechs and stuff. And then you got Shinkawara. Like I said, my pronunciations might be totally long. He's basically been the main artist and character designer of basically all of Kojima's games, mainly Metal Gear. So if you look at his history on like Wikipedia and stuff like that, he has worked on Police Snatcher and a few other bits like Zone of the Enders, but mainly Metal Gear. There's this cool sort of piece of art. It looks like a Metal Gear game from the art already. And then there's a few other tidbits we know. We don't know much, but it's apparently going to be a survival action shooter. And some are saying it's going to be like the spiritual successor to Front Mission, which was mainly an RPG. There was a shooter, but that has mechs in it. The Armored Core guy, obviously mechs, and Metal Gear games have the Metal Gears, and they have like the smaller Rexes in like Metal Gear Solid 4, for instance. So would not surprise, especially how the game looks from the brief trailer. It's Metal Gear like, maybe your regular character only fighting these huge mechs or something. Or you maybe get the controller. Really hyped for this one. It's coming in 2018, and we don't know absolutely nothing about the game really. But that is the real huge one, and that is basically TGS. Obviously, there's going to be more news throughout the week from coming out of events in Japan. I don't know about any other streams going to be in English. Obviously, Sony's was in English for fans. They showed a few things for Vita. They showed a few other bits like this Code Relays game, like visual novel, and a few bits like that coming to the PS4 and Vita as well. But a really good conference thing. It's very different to E3, especially how it's set out and that. And obviously Sony have got Paris Games Week coming out in October. So I don't know if that's going to be mainly European focused like this, so we'll see more like Detroit and Wild, and then they got PlayStation Experience at the end of the year in December, where I would gather we'll see more of like Last of Us and maybe Death Stranding. But anyway, I've been masofdas, and I'll see you again.